Yeah, well, we've had a big change around. I've hit that front wall out of my, what should we call it, woodland shed. And yeah, it's going to be more of a shed. I'm going to leave the bed in there, but I'm going to turn it into my woodland workshop. So I'm just cleaning all this up so I've got a nice clean area to work in. And the wood I've taken out of the front here, I've put on the sides and blocked it in. So I just got to get loads of leaf litter now. I'll gradually do that over the next few visits. So that's the plan. I've got kind of limited access, but you know I can come here at least once a month, so should be able to make some progress. And yeah, there's lots of interesting things. I've got tons of resources here, loads of wood lying around, and I want to do wood carving, woodworking, maybe pole lathe, but certainly carving bowls and things like that, spoons, cuxes, all that sort of thing. So I've already started. You know, I've got my bowl mate, I think this one's called. Yeah, so I can clamp it with wedges. You've seen that one in another video, but yeah, I want to make some other stuff as well. So my first thing is to clean all this up, and then when I'm working here and I'm carving, making loads of wood chippings, I can scrape them in to the shed. Yeah, we'll continue to call it a shed. I can scrape the wood chippings into the shed and they'll just dry in there, and I've got my fire lighting kit ready to go. So you know, there'll be loads of kindling lit on the floor, won't there? So that should work very well. Let's chuck it up there. And I've got this birch tree that I've taken down, so we got a good start for some spoon carving wood. Maybe some small cuxes or little scoops. So yeah, that should keep me out of mischief for a while. But I need a few platforms to work on, like a shave horse and a bowl horse. So we need to address that, and I've found a few pieces of wood that I think will work. So I've chopped this log out. It's a big lump of oak out of a fallen branch. Yeah, so I've just got to get it back to the shed now. That's not too bad. So this will go up that way, it will be higher than that actually. Something like that. I have two legs coming out here, and then you make a seat which cantilevers onto here, and a platform with a hole there. So as you can have like a French dumhead coming out of there, push with your feet and that will swing it round, and this will come down and clamp the work. And you can also make a spoon mule as well. So in this platform you'll have two pieces of wood coming down, and when you're sat down you move them out with your feet and that pinches the wood. It will pinches the spoon you're working on. So that's called a spoon mule. So this one will be a combination. I haven't got the tools to work on it today, but I can gather the materials. So that's one. Okay. We've got the big one next, so yeah, I want this piece. I don't know how I'm going to get it over there. I've got to get it about 30 yards, I suppose. think this is going to keep me out of mischief for a little while. I'll have to come back to it now and again after my arms get tired. Yeah, chainsaw would be somewhat easier. But I want to turn it end over end because I can't roll it through the gap. So I decided to make it lighter because I just can't lift it, and I'm going to strain something if I carry on. So I'm better off straining myself cutting the log rather than straining myself lifting the bloody thing. Oh, fucking epic. It's not new, by the way. I bought it second hand, used for 1 hour. One of them things. You get it and the bloody thing's blunt. So I've got to sharpen it. But they're designed to be sharpened, so yeah, I would never have cut through that log without using this one. So what is it? It's a CE UK Trojan 600. So it's a beast of a saw. So I thought it would come in very handy for this green woodworking lark out in the woods. Oh, still bloody heavy. No, it's still too heavy to go end over end, but maybe I can roll it now. Jesus, I can't believe I've sawed through, well, 12, 13 inches of log by hand, and it's oak. Unbelievable. Maybe that saw's not as blunt as I thought it was. Just as well use the other end that I cut off as well. I put all that effort into it. Maybe I can make a seat out of it or something. What's also very interesting is I've got this stream which is about 100 yards away, and we've got clay. So pottery is also on the cards. I would really like to do that. Mess around with some pottery and fire it out in the woods, you know, on a natural fire, or even build a little kiln and fire it, but all out in the woods. But yeah, interesting, eh? I've already got a bit of wood back at the workshop. So not a bit of wood, sorry. I've already got a bit of clay back at the workshop, so we'll go back there and have a look. So I've parked up my bowl horse, or what's going to become my bowl horse, in here for now, and then next time I come I'll bring some tools and I can start working on it with the right tools. I've also got my Easy Rider shave horse as well, which is ready to go. Again, needs some tools, so we've got the materials gathered, got my front cut out, so yeah, we've made a good start. Woodland Workshop, the beginning. Yeah, what else was I going to show you? Oh yes. So I had a little play with the pottery. Well, I say pottery, the clay. It's got a few bits in it. I'll probably there's probably a way of sifting it out and getting it nicer, but yeah, I'm just sort of letting it dry out a bit, and then I'll stick it by the fire tonight and see if I can fire it, see what happens. So it's a, you know, it's a nothing particular. I suppose you could call it a salt bowl, maybe. I don't know. It's a bit rustic, but it's just to see what happens with this clay, whether it's workable, whether I can use it. And of course the other thing is, you know, I want to make a kiln out of this clay and fire some charcoal and then do some forging as well. And yeah, lots of things come into it. You know, there's hazel stands everywhere. Maybe cut a few hazel sticks down and make some baskets to put the charcoal in. Yeah, I've got lots of stuff going on in my head. I'm quite excited about it. And yeah, I really hope that you guys are as well. Yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comments if you're going to find this stuff interesting, if it's what you want to see. What do you want to see? I don't know. I mean, there's got to be some trade-off. It's got to be what I want to do and what you want to see, you know. It's a bit of both, isn't it? We both got to be happy. So yeah, I think I'll probably carve out some spoons tomorrow. So what I would like to do is work on some apparatus and then make something. So there's an end result each time I come to this shed, Woodland workshop. Yeah, so I think that'll probably be the format going forwards. It'll be like make a project to make something and then make something on it, or you know, I don't know, maybe be using tools, carving out a bowl, spoon carving. So yeah, world is my oyster. Yeah, so yeah, the world is my oyster. That's it. So yeah, the world is my oyster. We'll see what happens.